So yeah, we start off with talking about the NBA. Um, then we can jump into some other sports, NFL, Major League Baseball, sports that are about to
Sorry. Wow.
finish
We got to
their
start from top.
seasons.
We got to start from.
No. I'm just saying, I'm giving over.
Hold on. Oh, all right. My bad. Hold on. Now my headphones. I had in my hands. They kept going to the AirPods and back. All right. No, we got to introduce ourselves. We need to do the introduction. Reset.
Oh yeah, it's cool. You know how them shows had the beginning.
Oh, you just jump in.
I'm sure you can just jump in. But thank you for tuning into Jive Time Turkeys. It's myself, A Prince. And tonight, thus far, or at the beginning, I'm joined by.
Hey man, sideline guy checking in. Coach put me on. Got my sweats on. Took them off. Ready to do my warm up laps, baby. You know what I'm saying? Doing layup drills. Still can't make a layup, but it's all good. Sideline guy checking in.
So right now we're just starting off with us two, and various people may join us throughout the night. So jumping right in, NBA, we're gonna start with the NBA bubble because they're in full swing.
Yeah.
I think tonight makes the night that everybody will play at least half their games.
Okay. So it's been like a full week.
Yeah.
Okay.
By this time next week they'll be wrapping up, and I think either sometime between Sunday and Tuesday they'll have the 8-9 series start.
Oh, word.
So,
Okay. Is it like gonna be like they're gonna get like a couple of days off or nah? Like it's just like
they may at least one. I think they get at least one, but I think
one day though.
One day off, and then it might be like a.
Oh, now the playing game, so it might not be no time.
Where the Sunday may be a playing game.
Okay.
Then like Tuesday may start the regular playoffs.
Okay. Is it a series or is it like one game?
Well, the 9 seed has to win 2 games. The 8 seed only has to win 1. So if they play on Sunday and the 8 seed wins, then they'll get a day off on Monday and play Tuesday. But if they lose, then they'll probably have to play Monday and then maybe even Tuesday. Damn.
I'm about to say, yeah. That's what I say, yeah. We got to go.
I don't know. I got to check that out. But the best team in the West by virtue of record has been the Phoenix Suns. They're undefeated. Devin Booker out here balling.
What's their seed right now?
They're tied for 9th.
Damn. I don't want that motherfucker playing 8th. I don't want a little motherfucker playing 8th.
Man,
No. I'm not worried. I'm just saying that's just a lot of energy expended. You know what I'm saying? Give us the Grizzlies and so we get this.
The NBA playoffs are exercise in the regular season mattering like more in predicting the playoffs. So like very few times the 8 seed is beating the 1 seed in the 7-game series. And those times have been you could see it coming from a mile away, like, oh, this shit is about to happen.
But Alphonse, if they go undefeated, say they go undefeated in the bubble. At that no, I'm just saying if by chance they go undefeated in the bubble, at that moment, do I have the right to be worried?
No.
Do I? Okay. All right.
Because over the course of they played 65 plus games in the regular season, and coming here they had only won 30 or 28 of them or some shit. So like
but you know how it is. You catch hot at the right time. They be doing that New York Giants shit.
Madness. The same March Madness.
New York. I ain't talking about basketball. I'm talking about New York Giants shit though. That might be New York Giants shit. It's just wild carded up.
It's too much. It's too much.
Too much
to do it. Like it's not the 99 playoffs where the 8 seed New York Knicks make it to the finals. That's not this. That was a short 50-game season.
I'm not saying they got to make to the finals.
I'm just talking about the 8 seed. I'm just talking about the 8 seed in general because there's a lot of Portland getting into the playoffs. Nobody want to play them. What? Okay.
I'm just saying.
They got their whole roster.
But who's on Young Bull's team? Who's on Booker's team? They got a new cat, right? Bobo? Or that's on somebody else's team?
He's on Dallas.
Okay,
so
cool.
They got Ayton, the tall big man who was suspended at the beginning of the year. They got the kid from DC, Oubre. He's out there.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right,
some other
people. I'm cool. All right. It's not. All right, it's cool. All right, making sure. Man, you told me 3-0. I got a little worried. You know what I'm saying? You said 3-0.
No, they're 4-0. They're 4-0.
Fine. That's not helping.
Like, I'm just not.
You ain't worried about them.
I'm not worried. I'm also not worried about like the Bucks. The Bucks have skidded a little bit. They did have a huge comeback against the Heat where they were down by like 8, if not 20 points, close to 20 points, and they came back and won. But I'm not worried about them. Like, we see this all the time. Like, once you clinch the number one seed, it's a natural thing to ease off the gas. It's just natural.
No.
Like, it's natural. And like LeBron not playing last night, yeah, that's cool because
that made sense.
Like, it just makes sense. Because it's gonna be like, well, why is he's tired? He shouldn't be tired. They just got here. Yeah. But then if he gets to the second round of the playoffs and he blow a groin or he look fatigued, then that's the same people saying, well, he should have rested early. Why didn't he rest? Star Life at the beginning of the season said he was worried about them going too hard, right? So the way to combat that, you sit out a game. You already pushed the number one seed. What do you because you need to look good?
And plus, the only way he comes out of that with less headache than going in or not playing is if they have to blow him out or win by like 10. But if it's close, like, oh, watch out. If they lose, it's like talking about the next game. So just from just a headache, even though with the body part, the bones, like that's enough. But plus the relief of like, I ain't got to deal with it. I ain't got to hit it. It's like, well, you think you gonna be able to take Harden? That looking good. Like, I mean, yeah, he does. He's fucking James Harden. He's gonna look awesome.
Right.
So I only do that plus actually about BLM. It's gonna be a whole bunch. Like, yo, just let me chill. Rest the body. Because that didn't make sense. I was good. I didn't know they was going to have back-to-backs. I mean, I guess they would have to. I was surprised. I was surprised at what they did it. Like, those two teams, they went back-to-back with. No offense. But, that could have been a Wizards night.
Every team gets one back-to-back.
So I did. But I'm talking about the caliber of teams he had to play back-to-back. They could have played the little Wizards.
You also got the TV.
Yeah.
They got for people. Yeah. They got to make sure they have a good matchup at least every night on TV.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, right, especially right now. Yeah.
Right now, it's like, we got to set this shit up right. So, this day back-to-back, meaning they definitely not going to play tonight. All right, cool. And then they just stagger it. So, I mean, I'm like, that's the way it felt. Like, all right, cool.
Did Westbrook? Why didn't Westbrook play? He was really hurt, or he was probably same thing. Yeah, there's no need. Yeah.
They resting his knee, resting whatever. Yeah. Resting insert body part here. It's rest time, and I get it. Like, at this point, I don't understand, like, with all that we know, why we complaining about rest. Like, why are we complaining? Like, every year at the playoffs, we're like, oh, man, James Harden gets tired from carrying his team to be throughout the year. But during the year, it's like, man, if James Harden don't get that number one seed, I'm worried about that. What are we doing here? What are we doing here?
You can't win.
You can't win if he's resting and get the number 2 seed, but he's fresh for the playoffs. Or the number 2 seed. That's what like blows me about this Lakers Clippers thing. Like, for me, it is far more valuable to have the number 1 seed and be like locked in there than what the Clippers are doing, where they still don't have their full team. I don't see how that is a plus. However deep their roster is supposed to be. Never mind you only play 5 at a time. Never mind that. All that roster ain't even here. And you
who's missing?
Montrezl Harrell isn't here, and for good reason. He lost his grandmother. R.I.P. to her. Right. And honestly, how is it a foregone conclusion that he comes back? Like,
and then what shape he gonna come back in?
Right.
Yeah, that's a big.
That's something. We just at that point, like, what are we talking about now? We just playing basketball. Like, I don't know anything about his family life, or like they may need him to be there. Right. We're looking at it like maybe he not. No. He may need to stay there to keep everything together for that time being. And it's like, I don't know. You just don't know. And at this point, like, anybody saying, well, he's going to come back.
It's not a given.
Doing a little too much there. Like, unless you talking to him, unless he comes out and says, all right, I'm going to be back at this day. I just need
to this day.
Then cool. But other than that, I'm not making that prediction. And at this point, like, I think we're getting close enough to the playoffs where it's like we should stop saying he's going to come back. Because, like, if he's at home just trying to chill, trying to deal with that, and he's watching these shows, like, well, Montrezl Harrell is coming back, and you don't know, that may be helping or may be hurting. And I would just rather, like, look, the Clippers are who they have right now.
Right.
That's that. If that's who we judge them on, if he comes back and goes through his time in the quarantine, that is great. Then we can start talking about him back into the thing. But I don't know. I'm just, now that we know why he's out of the bubble,
Yeah.
A little bit like, I don't necessarily want to keep saying,
Mm-hmm.
well, when Montrezl Harrell comes back, because like he just may not.
So you saying playing without him having to be a bonus when he does come?
Yeah, because if let's say he doesn't come back and they don't win the title, is he going to feel some type of way? Or we know the public.
How the public gonna do?
We know we know what the public's gonna do. The public's are sharks, man. They sharks. They're gonna be like, he should have came back. There will be.
Nah, I don't think they'll go that far. Okay, if he stays out for that reason, you think they'll attack? Come on, that's steep, bro. I'm trying to think. All right, you gotta give me like a comparison of that type of, like that type, where it's like that type family.
So here's my question. So like, in theory, should they value the player choosing his own health over going back into a game?
Yes, they should, but they don't. They should, but they don't.
Right? Okay. So is this rate higher or lower than that?
This is higher to me. Because it's combined. It's that plus grandma. It's like, yo, fam, like
actually, you know what? Here's a perfect analogy. Tre'Davious White of the Buffalo Bills, the cornerback for the Buffalo Bills. Have you?
Oh, with his daughter. Yeah, with the daughter.
Yeah, and not
the one you spoke about. Yeah.
No.
Oh,
That's Marquise Goodwin.
Oh, my bad.
Tre'Davious White is the Buffalo Bills cornerback who this week said he's not coming. He's not playing this season because of COVID and da-da-da-da. And he got vilified. He put up another post like, yo, this is not something I take lightly, da-da-da-da. My girlfriend's grandfather died of COVID. Oh, by the way, my girlfriend's grandfather died of COVID. And he was still getting, oh, you selfish, da-da-da-da.
He got selfish after that? After that post?
Yes.
Damn, well. They don't win this.
Yeah, they.
Well, yeah, they're going to do something.
I would prefer they just say the Clippers already are. They're still a talented deep team.
Hell yeah, they still got Kawhi. That's my thing. They still got Kawhi and PG. Like when they was like people out, dig it, respect to Lou and him. But I thought PG was out of something. I was like, sideline guy. I was like, wait, who was missing for to be like, yeah, they ain't got the whole squad. Like, what? You got the top two?
I thought that's what this was about.
That's what you got the top two.
Because last year,
go ahead.
Like last year, like I thought that's what this was about, having top two people, and that's why Kawhi didn't come to the Lakers and instead went to the Clippers.
Come on.
1 and 2 instead of like fighting for 2. But,
that's what. Yeah.
I mean, if we could only wonder, like if we did, like if this was like a TV show and we went back and did an alternate universe, like
oh man,
we were like, man, what if we that should be the step we aspire to. Like we have a show one day where we're talking like this, and then do a flashback, and Kawhi joins the Lakers, and then we just see what would happen.
Yo, Yankees of the West, they gonna be. Oh my God. They the one last
Lakers
year.
fans before.
Bro, I probably had to get a tattoo. I probably had to get a tattoo. I mean, come on, like rings in Miami, the ring in Cleveland, and you getting rings in LA. That it would have been no COVID, dog. Dead ass. There would have been no COVID. Well, we would have done a lot better. We would have want to see this. We're like, yo, you can't mess this up. You cannot mess with the NBA season, Joe. Get this shit together. We'd have been wearing face masks. We would have wear go LA Lakers face masks. It's only been over like 3 weeks. You're not gonna mess up. You're not gonna mess it up. Kawhi, LeBron, AD. We don't care what he says, bro. I'm wearing our mask. We got to see this.
No,
we're wearing masks. Everybody's wearing masks. Yeah, here, let me talk. Kawhi, AD, as a sideline guy, bro, we're all Lakers fans. And we're all taking these and like, come on, fam. Like this, that's thanks, Kawhi. COVID. He's a machine.
I do think he's just like out of something soft. He might be a machine. But definitely, so let's want to spend some time on these. We mentioned the Bucks for a minute. Toronto has looked really good.
See,
again, I'm still no. Go ahead.
I need the Starlight here. I need somebody here. I don't want to sound like a hater. Like, and I respect the machine.
Go ahead. You good?
Let it. Well, that's not fair. It's not fair for me to say that. I'm gonna retract that because that's not. I was gonna compare. No, it's not fair. I'll compare them to the Cavs, and that's not even fair. They had a strong team before Kawhi. That was just me being. I had to call myself.
The Raptors?
Yeah, I was just really ridiculous. I'm glad I called myself. It was him joining. Him joining was more like what KD did, and not in a bad sense. I'm talking about talent. You already had a talented team that was there. I was gonna make a dumbass joke and say
it wasn't. It's not necessarily like KD. I'm trying to think of something where people switch stars because that's what it more was. Remember, that was a trade that sent Kawhi to the Spurs.
Respect to DeMar, but I dig that.
No. So not in the.
Oh, you mean it wasn't a free? It wasn't a free standpoint.
Right. It wasn't a free agent.
It wasn't his choice to go in.
Yeah, it wasn't a choice. It was like, all right, we think we've gotten our max with this player. You need to unload this player for whatever reason. So that's why we're going to make a trade. Because they've been going to the conference. They've been doing something in the playoffs.
Well, what I meant more so like it was a hired gun. Like they already had a team of guns and they were going to get a sniper. Like it was like already a good team versus in comparison, I was going to say about the Cleveland Cavaliers. That was going to make it more the discern. I was going to say when LeBron left, the team don't make the playoffs at all. When the homeboy leave, they might go back to the finals. However, the Cavs teams were not nearly as talented as the current Toronto Raptors. That's what would have been an error on my part. Try to compare the roster that LeBron had to what Kawhi went to in Toronto.
No, I feel you. I think I wanna make the comparison that this is similar to the Charles Barkley trade that sent them to Phoenix, but I don't remember enough about who went back to Philly. Like who Philly got.
You got phone.
All I remember is Philly got Jeff Hornacek.
Hey! How the hell you hide that well? Wait, you saw all time phones? I ain't see you at all.
I did see him.
How long you been there?
Popped right in on the Cavs.
Yep. It was poetic justice.
Hey, my man. Cool. Yeah. What was the trade you said? I got so happy to see you. What would you say?
I mean, this is the beauty of the internet, but I remember Jeff Hornacek.
Yeah, it was Jeff Hornacek. So I don't.
Jeff Hornacek. Y'all calling Jeff Hornacek DeMar DeRozan? DeMar DeRozan gonna call in. Wait, don't he be like? Nah, he ain't the one to be on the Twitter like, yo, fuck y'all. It's one of them young cats that be like, yo, stop disrespecting me.
Nah, it's not really DeMar DeRozan.
Who is that? Nah,
What's
the other one?
No, he's not on Twitter anymore.
No, hold on. It's a basketball player. He played for the Portland. The other one, not the rapper. Yeah, McCullough. He on. Right? Am I reading that wrong?
No, he does. He does.
Okay.
I mean, I would.
Oh, that's because they KD comment, right? Ever since then, he was like,
yeah.
Wait, what's the fifth stuff for? I mean, I do it too.
He's from Ohio.
Oh, he is?
Yeah.
Like Cleveland or just like areas around it?
Cleveland area. I think he's from Canton. So it's like 30 minutes from Cleveland.
Okay. Yeah, Baltimore, the Baltimore of Cleveland. To DC. No, I meant in
Not
piece.
Quite.
I meant
it's like
I meant 30 minutes away.
Akron and Canton border each other.
Yeah, but Baltimore don't border DC. I meant 30-minute hike. That's all I meant. I meant based off distance. That's all.
Oh, you talking about the distance? Okay.
Yeah, 30 miles. Yeah, I don't want no smoke. I want no smoke with either one of them parts. I love everybody. I love everybody.
But yeah, I guess I mean.
Wait, what was the topic, Alphonse? My bad. I diverted it with the question.
Barkley trying to find a trade that represented that Spurs Raptors trade. I guess Barkley kind of feels it because Barkley was disgruntled in Philly by that time. So they sent him to Phoenix for like two other people we haven't heard of in Jeff Hornacek. Kind of what they did with this trade. They sent DeMar DeRozan.
Tim Perry and Andrew Lang.
Yeah, exactly.
I thought I heard Andrew Yang. I was like, he played?
And then Jacob Porter went to San Antonio, but like unless you're really doing deep dives on basketball, you don't know who Jacob Porter is.
Sideline guy has no idea what's going on right now.
There you go.
So wait, Mike, you know? Oh, you shake your head like you did know. Oh, I thought you was like, damn, y'all ain't know who Jeffrey Porter is? That was the guy's name, right?
Jacob Porter.
Jacob Porter. Sorry, messed it up that fast.
That name sounds familiar, but
right. He's one of those people you hear about because he got all this potential. But
wait, to start us off, you were talking about the Bucks, right? We like who's good in the East?
Yeah, we said the Bucks, and then we went to the Raptors.
Yeah.
And
that's how I got it. Did you saw that point, Shannon? I was about to say something egregious. Okay, there we go. I wanted to say it. Cool. Because of respect to Lowry, he's trust me, if LeBron had Kyle, he'd still be in Cleveland. But that's a whole nother story. So
no.
No? You don't think who that Wait, Bo Williams and him. Who you taking?
I'm taking Lowry.
Okay, what the problem is?
I thought you were talking about no, I don't.
You don't think so? If you don't think LeBron had Lowry in the beginning, like when he had Mo Williams? Really?
No.
You don't think Lowry's that good? Alphonse, be the referee in this one.
I don't think they.
I don't think so.
Really? I don't. Really?
Lowry has.
I think y'all playing him, dog. Just my opinion.
Did he disappear in the playoffs?
But he would have LeBron James on his side. Like, it's a whole different. That's a whole different psyche, bro.
That was his
you can't tell though.
Last year.
What'd you say, Fonz?
Last year, so that's what made last year so like, wow, there's such a great story because up until that point, like.
But that's what I'm saying.
DeMar DeRozan and Kyle Lowry were famous for disappearing in the playoffs. Like,
they ain't had that man though.
Be gone.
But I'm saying, but if he was, you need to come on, y'all. Let's respect.
This is the thing about
basketball. I see what you're saying, but I don't think that puts him over the hump.
It's literally one injury changes everybody's view of that entire team.
I think okay, I'm thinking more like if you have Kyle Lowry and LeBron, other folks may want to come. More so.
To live in Cleveland?
Not to live there, just to play there.
Sure,
live there during the season.
The year we signed Larry Hughes to that big contract,
man,
Ray Allen,
anything,
and Michael Redd said no, not a chance.
Yeah, they was just doing anything.
Larry Hughes was the.
I respect Kyle Lowry. I'm gonna stand for that.
Option. At the most, he was the third option for free agents. Like Ray Allen and Michael Redd was right at the top of the list. Matter of fact, it was a rumor out there. Michael Redd was salty that LeBron didn't meet him at the airport when he came to visit Cleveland.
I mean,
well, you know why he did now.
Fucking LeBron James. Why would I?
LeBron James. Like, he knew it. He's like, no, I'm not doing that.
No, because when push came to shove, he flew to L.A. to meet with Trevor Ariza.
Well, push came to shove, apparently. So, the key point is push came to shove. Apparently, with the other cat, no push, no shove.
You see the difference in those two statements? Michael Redd flew to Cleveland. I got you, dog. Look, you flew here, dog.
You here. You already see what's happening.
Trevor's out in L.A.? Oh, he wanted to come there? Oh, yeah, I go to L.A. Don't worry about this, Dan. I'm going to go to L.A., dog.
Business expense. You know he run that building. The whole crew was eating.
He probably was like, you ain't even call me. Like, you need to go through this, nigga? Gilbert? Have fun, dog. Have fun.
I had a comparison with LeBron and wish LeBron would have. I got to think of it.
So, yeah, man, I know they champions and they won, but like I think the Raptors, if Klay doesn't get hurt, I don't even think they won the title last year.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm on that side.
That the 11 minutes that Kevin Durant played in the finals, I think, was enough to show enough weakness in the Raptors that the rest of the Warriors were like, "Oh, we could do this."
Wait, hold on. I agreed to what you said about Klay, but I think I was thinking about KD. I mean, that's obviously so. But I do remember that they were playing strong till they got hurt. I think it would have been like what was the final?
They lost in
Game
6 after.
Oh, they lost in Game 6. Oh yeah, never mind.
After he got hurt.
Yeah,
one possession game, and Steph's 3 rimmed out.
Yeah, they would have won. What do you think, Shannon? What you think?
With the Raptors?
Yeah, with the Raptors had lost if Klay Down got hurt.
Ooh, Golden State might have pulled that out. They might have.
Yeah, I think they would have pulled it out. It was eked out though. It would have been like one of those Hollywood.
It would have been close.
The only person, but
I would have
gave about Game 7s. The only person who would have been in the NBA Finals Game 7 on the Raptors team is Kawhi Leonard.
Ain't that enough though?
No.
You don't think?
Game 1, they needed 43 from Pascal Siakam. And after Game 1, he didn't score. I don't think he scored 20 again the rest of the series. He had 43 in Game 1, and I don't think he got 20 points the rest of the series. And you telling me in Game 7, that's who they was going to count on?
So they're going to count. No, so they're going to count on the machine. That's what I'm saying. He was going to do what he was
doing. The team wasn't going to be able to score 70 points by himself.
But he might stop the other team from scoring what they supposed to
score. It's been 5 games, man. 5-game stretch. He was due.
He's a cyborg. I don't know. I'm just not putting it past. I'm just respecting the people that's, you know what I'm saying, on the mountaintops. They do things I never even could think possible. So I'm not going to stop them. You know what I mean? And that's why I think Kyle Lowry would have been a good asset for the Cleveland Cavaliers. I'm joking. It was a joke. It was a joke about being awesome. So wait, Alphonse, who's your number 1 right now in the East? Who's have you changed? No, you staying the same?
It's the Bucks.
Somebody. Okay, I'm about to be well. When we in the future,
Fill the role.
in the future, there'll be more fans mad. What I'm about to say right now than there are right now. We're growing. I'm not sold on Middleton, bro. From the sideline, like it might be the last name or the style of play.
Back on that again. Did you watch the highlights of that game against?
Of course not. Who's watching Chris Middleton highlights? I'm the sideline guy, bro.
The production notes we put.
Show me the stats. Right? No. What that game? Not that game. Not the game where they played. And then like Anton, like you see the stats. Like he had like 17 and 8 or something.
No. I'm talking about the game. In the production notes that when Olu was like, "Yo, the Heat are really giving it to the Bucks," and then he was like, "Hold up, the Bucks got something to say about it."
Yeah.
What did he have? What did he do? My bad. What did he do?
I'm about to pull it up.
Pull it up.
Because that was
That was yesterday. That was last night.
It was last night. Was it? Yeah.
Middleton had 33 points, 6 rebounds, 8 assists.
I mean, it's cool.
They went from down 20 to winning by 14. A 30-point swing.
How much did Young Goat have?
Who?
Dang, they covered the spread.
See, that's all Vegas. Cause they need money now.
Who? What young boy?
The kid. There's the GOAT and the kid. The kid is the one from Greece.
Oh, he had 33, 12 rebounds, 4 assists.
All right. I'm still not sold on dude.
I mean,
no, and I say that acknowledging that that's a great stat line. What he did last night's cool. I just like you're not a fan of Kyle in the playoffs. I just haven't seen Middleton be to me at number 2. Your bar is Pippen. If you're the 2, like my bar, and I'm saying, and by no means I'm saying you got to beat Pippen because no one can beat Pippen, right? What I'm saying is that's who I think of archetype. I don't think he's in that realm, and I could be completely ignorant because I am sideline guy. But I ain't seen enough pizzazz to say, "Oh yeah."
I think it's more so.
Okay. Like, is he? I'm sorry, but is he plus or minus Clay?
I think he would be considered a minus because I think Clay is stronger defensively. But I think both of those players are not Pippen players in terms of like Pippen can run the offense with the ball in his hands.
Yeah, that's too high a mark. Let me adjust my bar. Let's make Clay the bar. Clay's like a strong number 2. Because you're saying that Clay has more defensive prowess than but are you saying they're equal offensively? You think you don't have them offensively?
Do I think? I think they're equal. They're
it's a push
offensively.
Okay.
So that's
okay.
Like the stuff that like Middleton may be a better driver because he's taller. I think like they're pretty even as shooters, but I think Clay can work to get his shot better.
Okay.
Off a screen.
And all respect to the brother, because I'm a sideline guy. So when he comes on the show later down the road, like, yo, remember you said, like, yeah, I did. I just didn't know. I'll put it out there now. We're doing the parallel universe episode, right?
Yeah. It's not like a hot take that where you're like, oh my God, I can't believe you said that. It's not one of those. Like,
all right, cool. I didn't want to offend. I just don't. I was like, I'm still taking. I don't know, man. I still might take the Raptors, bro.
I mean, yeah, I'm not doing that. Like, in the end, like, because star,
huh?
They don't have a star, a bona fide star.
Okay,
they have a executive council, you might say, but they don't have a star. You might say, okay.
I think Lowry is a star because he looks like Mace. So to me, he's always been like a rapper to me, like this up.
Yeah, but we ain't heard from Mace in how many years?
But Mace was hot in them streets, though, bro.
And then Mace left and tried to come back as a preacher.
He's still playing. Yeah. But yeah, so I mean, like I think they have a composite of a strong team, of a strong. It's like they're like Voltron. You got to form
an executive council, but like, cool. We knock your arm off. Then what? I don't remember Voltron fighting without one of their arms.
I mean, I don't know.
Power Rangers got their ass kicked when they didn't their arms. So sidebar.
Okay.
I scrolled past a thing on Twitter, and that shit was so funny. It was like, yo, never forget the time the Green Ranger hopped in and beat the Power Rangers for 5 days straight.
When he got mad, he was evil.
And I laughed because that was a whole week of on Power Rangers. It's time to go whip their ass today.
Busting their ass all week. All week.
That was hilarious. So we can switch it over to baseball. The latest news is they had another series postponed, the Cubs and the Cardinals. So I'm pretty sure, I don't know if they said it. They've come out and said, but they postponed the series because somebody else on the more positive test. Let me see. I want to make sure I don't give it to the team.
I'm gonna ask Shannon to speak because I don't even have nothing but like.
Yeah. More St. Louis players.
I got nothing good to say.
Shout out to Star Life.
Yeah. For sure.
Soon.
Oh yeah,
indeed.
definitely.
Yes, indeed, for sure.
But
I don't have number history to say.
They just need to shut the shit down.
But history. I'm shut up.
What do you mean history? Talk about the Spanish flu?
Nah, just like how they. Let's see. No, I was opening it up wrong. This is like that determination to finish. Like it doesn't make any sense, right? It doesn't make any sense. Like you're literally canceling series.
Oh, they just trying to get as much money as possible.
But that's what I'm saying. I'm saying it's a metaphor for what we live in. So I don't want to say anything.
Well, I mean, eventually, I think the players are going to walk off the field. Like
that's what it will take.
Like I think the players are just going to say.
But everybody's going to pull the Cespedes. Just
I think it needs to be. I think one more team. If one more independent team pops, because St. Louis and the Marlins hadn't played each other, so there was no cross reference for them to get it. So I think if one more independent team that didn't play them gets it, I think players like, oh no, I'm out. Like and
no call, no show.
Yeah, I mean, what they gonna do? Fire you?
I don't know. It's who we are. If it was, I just doubt they'll walk off.
The problem is you got some young guys.
They need the cash.
Minors, just waiting for a chance. They're gonna
take it. Woo! This parallels this. Nothing. Then so it's not going to end. So we just based on that, we know it's going to keep going. They're going to limp.
Sir, who's it? Who's the Marlins manager? Is it Mattingly?
Yeah, it's Don Mattingly.
He just met like 17 new people. Just met them. 17?
I'm not even trying to. I'm like, this is bad, but I'm not learning names. Number 25.
How you gonna manage
15?
How you manage 17 new people? You don't know. You don't even know their first name.
You bat 17R. That means you're a right-handed person. Like you bat right-handed and you're number 17. 23L.
They're not gonna stop. It's not gonna stop. They're gonna finish. I'm not really gonna finish. Like I think we'll stop when it's like, okay, it's out of hand across the board for everything. And only thing's playing right now is basketball because they're in a bubble. They're not going to stop. They're not going to stop when they're on a court. It's going to be like the numbers are spiked.
Yeah, just stubborn because with basketball, both the NBA and the WNBA, and then the soccer leagues, the Women's Soccer League, the MLS Soccer League, just sticking to American sports, is that the bubble works. Like if you can get the players to buy into a bubble, the bubble works because both of the soccer leagues, the Women's Soccer League and MLS, they ran successful tournaments that after the beginning where there was a couple teams that got, sent home because of COVID, there was no problems. The TBT tournament, it was a shorter time span, but they also worked the bubble.
Yeah.
You have the
bubble
WNBA
works.
and NBA working.
The bubble works for a few months too.
Oh, okay.
So if they want to shorten the season, you know what I'm saying, they can get a bubble going.
But see, the problem is, and this is where one of the few places where the power of the Major League Baseball Players Association actually worked against them because the players were like, no. And because that Players Association is so strong, there isn't. And also because the way baseball is, like Mike Trout is your best player, but he's not your most powerful player. Whereas, like, you can make an
Your
argument,
best who player?
your best player, but he's not your most powerful player. Whereas, like, in the other sports, football, basketball, your best player is generally your most, like, who holds that power among the players. Like, if Patrick Mahomes coming onto the video, everybody's like,
no
oh,
logos.
So, like, LeBron James, you can argue he's one of the top. They hold
no logos, bro. There was no logos in this frame. That should be on my wall. I think it should be painted. There was no NFL logo. Sorry, I'm sipping on the Patrick Mahomes thing.
Like, I say that to say Mike Trout is their best player, but, like, you think the players are listening to Mike Trout? If Mike Trout had came out and said, "Yo, I think the bubble's a good idea," or they'd have been like, "Shut up, you ain't even going to the playoffs." Like, what are you talking about? Like, I feel like that's what it would have gotten said to him, and so them pushing back on the bubble made it it's literally impossible for baseball to hit the bubble. Not to mention their bubble sites were terrible, Florida and Arizona. Like, well, actually, you can't even say that, but like Arizona.
Was it gonna be like all teams in the ones one, or like split them up?
Kind of like, the West teams probably go to Arizona, the East teams do Florida, and then figure out something for the playoffs.
Okay.
And it was leaked. It wasn't even official. Like, it was leaked, like rumored baseball thinking about a bubble plan. Players was on the record immediately. I'm not doing no bubble plan. Da 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 da. And it was like, all right, well, no bubble plan. And they went back and forth over the money, and then here we are. And now it's like they are, like, it'd be one thing if they started, like, when things were dying down. But, like, they started when things started going back on the upswing. And I think that's, like, a part of the issue. Like, if they had started when things were, like, in that brief time where we like right here, it was like, all right, we're going to start doing phase one opening the phase. If they started then, it probably because they got more games in. And then like, people would give them the benefit of the doubt as things happen. Now it's like, yeah, I don't see how this is going to work. And then football, I don't even see how, like.
I'm waiting for that shoe to drop.
Yeah.
Waiting for that shoe to drop, baby. They're like, yeah, we're going to push it back, though.
Yeah, no preseason games. Wink, wink. Haha, we cool. Yeah. Y'all got it. No preseason games. We agree with you, players. No preseason.
Was it you and Shannon in the production room going back and forth about saying the same thing with just different sides of the coin?
Probably.
Because Alphonse, there's no preseason in college football because the record is reflected in the win or loss of that game. That means I dig what you're saying, and you're both saying the same thing. There are preseason quoting games, but the fact that goes against your record is what sets it apart. That's all I'm saying. So meaning, like, they're gonna do live action games when Tom Brady having issues with Tampa. He said it's hard. Like, that's what happens when you have to hop around because you ain't got, you know what I'm saying, the job for life. But anyway, confused ass players. That first couple weeks, I might have to take off my boycott stance just to see this and laugh.
Man, you got 16 games, man. Get it together.
I'm just saying, man. You might.
They're gonna get hurt. Oh my God,
this would be terrible. Tom Brady will be out there.
Injuries.
England plays. People will be looking at him like, what? Oh shit, my bad. Time out. My bad.
Somewhere he gonna get.
Imagine the memes. Imagine the memes.
Bro, he's gonna get sacked.
Imagine
like Tom. Never felt before.
I'm calling it now. There's going to be a Tom Brady sack or throwing a pick or walking off, and they're going to have Bill Belichick's silhouette in the sky looking down on him.
Oh, yeah.
It's coming.
It's coming.
It's going to be coming.
This is what's wild. I found a new respect for Tom. I don't know how this is going to work in Tampa. He will audible like during the play, like post snap.
You mean what?
How?
Like say
so he would yell while the play's going on, like some receivers know.
Like
go ahead.
Say there's a running back in the backfield.
He usually black.
is a running back in
That's
the
what you
backfield
named
that's
for,
supposed to
running
pick up
back.
the blitz,
Uh-huh.
and he sees something different, he'll say something like, hit the flat or something like that.
All right.
Or and this is after the snap, though.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, I've seen that happen in flag football games. Like,
Yeah, I thought you were gonna say something like Oklahoma, and it meant like a whole new play. But hit the flats. I've yelled at Alphonse to like do something middle play, like go to the left, fool. He's like, yo, throw the fucking ball, and he scored a touchdown. Like that's just sounds like yo, fam, it's mad room over there. Just go to the flats. Like stop. Like he's like idiot. He couldn't say idiot because apparently they didn't read the cut. Like yo, fam, you're blocking no one.
Right.
I don't run. Get your ass to the flats. So I ain't gonna get him that much credit, son. That's like saying you're not.
Okay.
That's normal. Right? That's cool.
I thought he was like saying code words to the receiver.
Yeah.
All the way downfield. Like,
right. And they like do something.
Blueberry, and then oh shit, Blueberry. I've been like,
no,
because I got geeked. I thought you was like, I thought like that. Like he go like, yeah.
But the running back right there, like as he said, like I've been on defense and I see somebody like I fake a running like, yo, go left.
Shout out to my man Charles. He knows. Charles knows.
All right. So then I gotta. Since we off on this tangent, I got another one.
Yeah, we tangent love. What's up?
Rich Gannon and Jerry Rice, they used to have like unspoken audibles, like just eye contact. Like Rich Gannon would look at.
Yeah, go ahead. Describe it.
He would like look at Jerry in his eyes for like half a second, and Jerry would know which route to run.
But Shannon,
no, still
this normal. Me and Foster done that before. Like, remember that route we talked about an hour ago? Yeah, now's the time.
No, I got one for you. I got one for you. One better. Remember that time? This was like we were arguing in the chat about Vincent Gray versus who was his contention Mary race against?
The brother? From the Howard Ward 4, I think. Ball here, brother?
Whatever Mario race he was in.
Okay.
We were arguing about it in the chat. And then we went and played and you yelled out Gray and went like this. And I was like, got you. And did a fade. And like we got back to somebody was like, what the fuck were y'all talking about? I was like, oh yeah, we was arguing about Fenty and Gray and shit. And so when he called out Gray, I knew what he meant. And then when he went like this, that meant fade. And like so like you saying them looking at each other for a half a second, that ain't really saying nothing to us. So like, all right, like
maybe the audience said this out.
That ain't really saying nothing. Like niggas just shit up. Like he was under center. He was getting ready to get the ball. He stepped back and was like, didn't look at me. He was like, great, fade. Well, he's like, great. And I was like, all right, boom, fade.
That's what it was. Yes. You know, I take a minute to catch how, like, so I was calling his name. Yeah, I was calling that the subject was what we argued about. Yeah. Like, so you know who I'm talking to. Yeah. All right. Took me a while. Yeah. That was
like,
I got goosebumps. Yeah.
That Jerry Rice and them just look like.
Or maybe you just talking to Rich Gannon and Jerry Rice. You know what I'm saying? We in the flesh, baby.
I wanted to keep it humble. I wanted to.
That's just normal talk to us, baby. You know what I'm saying? That's no what since '96. Playground at Howard. Banneker. Yeah, baby. Damn. High school. Oh Lord! Don't bring up Cardozo. Nah,
I wouldn't do that. Why would I do that? I was saying.
Oh no, I bring that story myself. Go ahead.
When we went to Roosevelt, we played on the back joint in Roosevelt.
Not on the field, but in the park behind it.
Yeah, they turned into a baseball / soccer field.
Yeah.
Ride past and be like, yo, that shit was crazy. We really went and played football.
Everywhere we could, bro.
Everywhere we could. No.
I grew up playing the piano across the street from there. I just realized that. I don't think I realized that when we was playing there.
You definitely didn't say shit about it.
Yeah, I just realized I was across the street from Miss Butler's house. I'm like, that's when I learned to play piano. Like, damn.
Hold on, Beethoven. How long did you play piano?
I played in terms of lessons like through 7th grade or 6th grade. Because the height was to play for the 6th grade graduation. I played the entertainer. And then I stopped after that.
He kept his skills long enough to be called upon at several high school assemblies to play the piano.
Oh, yeah. Damn, I forget everything. I got the memory of a fucking 82-bit system. It's like I need the memory chips and everything, yo.
So bad.
Wait, so who we got in the East? So in the East, you still got.
I mean,
you still. I don't know. I think the
just
Raptors.
thinking Milwaukee because like the game's on now and Boston is fucking handling Toronto.
Oh. Handling? I don't. So that for the like. I literally only watch Laker games.
They up 14 in the third quarter. They handling them. Like,
I mean, people be coming back. It's the gym, baby. It's a little different.
I feel you, but like right now they handling them. Like,
Marcus Smart in foul trouble?
Who?
Marcus Smart.
Nah, I don't think so.
All right. If he was, it'd be a different story.
Yeah.
I think it's still like it's 4 legit teams that can come out the East.
Who's your fourth? The Sixers?
Wait, no. Simmons just got hurt, right?
Yes, I was confused. So who's your fourth? Raptors?
So we got Milwaukee.
Yeah,
Boston.
Who's your
And the
fourth?
Raptors.
Nah, Milwaukee.
Yeah.
Raptors.
I didn't even put
Boston.
I
Who's the
didn't
fourth?
include the Raptors.
So
Yeah.
you
The Heat.
look 2 teams. The Heat.
Wait. The Heat?
Yeah.
The Heat. And then who's the other one?
Yeah.
Wait. Oh, yeah, let me start from that. So
Uh,
Shannon says Heat, Bucks, Celtics.
Yeah, we need one more.
And you don't say Heat, Fonz. You say Raptors instead of Heat, right?
I mean, the Heat might be my fourth. I
They'll
just
be your fourth. Okay.
think they're too young to go straight to the finals.
Hey, nobody. I mean, I think nobody's like, I don't think.
if Oladipo is legit health, I take that back. 3 teams.
About to say,
Who you about to say?
Got to do the Pacers.
I was about to say the Pacers. I was tripping.
Falling in love with T.J. Warren. T.J. Warren's your man. T.J. Warren.
He might be a bubble guy. He might be a bubble player.
Look, it's an AAU style type of gym. He might be reliving his AAU days.
Saying, man.
Which I don't blame him.
It is a different environment.
So,
They need to update
And
it.
it is. I mean, it's August, so.
Oh, that's when they play.
Yeah, I don't understand the August.
I'm saying like, I'm just saying like if you're an NBA veteran, your body's in a clock.
Gotcha.
Your body is legit used to playing basketball at a certain time of year, a certain way.
But then they don't stop playing basketball though.
Yeah,
but they're not playing. But they're not playing basketball like that though. I can see both sides.
Not like this.
I'm not going to debate that.
I'm trying
back to back with practices and all the other shit, and it's a job.
These ain't open gym runs.
Yeah, you got to execute plays and pick up and miss campus assignments. You ain't playing against people like now. I'll say me. I wouldn't be that by no means. But like, yeah,
you're not getting a legit massage after an open run game.
And you're not worried about getting dunked on by nobody. Really.
Run game?
Not as much as the NBA is what I'm saying. In the comparison.
Is there a training staff waiting for you after open
runs? We're not going to those runs where they dunking on people. They out there. I ain't going to them because I don't want to worry about getting dunked on. But they are out there.
We're not.
That's not an
Amazon. But no, I'm just saying. But we have to admit. But Alphonse, at a certain point, we have to agree that the level of play from the NBA level is purely comparison.
No.
That's all I'm saying. That's all
disagreement on there.
Yeah,
but the level of worrying about getting dunked on, I think there are places that level is the same. Like,
well, here's the thing though. In those situations, you ain't really got to check D. And I'm assuming, and you don't have a real responsibility to make sure you key up on somebody. But in the league, you got to. You know what I'm saying? So you have to be on guard, and there's a chance you might get dunked on. And the other league's like, yeah, let them go to the hoop. I'm not really going to try and chase you. I'm not hurting myself for you. You dig what I'm saying? And I'm just saying those types of levels of it's live fire everywhere. Anybody can give you that smoke. Don't fight this, Alphonse. Jesus.
Yo,
I get it. They are great.
Basketball at Howard. This is why. See, if Ola was here, he'd be a good because I feel like he'd be on my side with this one. Because those intramural games at Howard be intramural basketball.
I'm not saying Alphonse. I'm not saying that you ain't gonna get dunked. I didn't say the absence of getting dunked.
No. But the level of having to play defense in intramural games is also something that at times you may look at it and be like, why are you doing that? This is not an NBA game.
Alphonse.
All right.
We can't.
We can put a pin in this and we can save this for Starlight.
We bring it back for Starlight.
I feel like he'd be like, yeah, there's some leagues where you gotta.
But what you're saying to me, the consistency of play on defense is as high or is equal to that of the consistency of the NBA, and I just based off.
Okay, no. So obviously, what I'm saying is in terms of that level of basketball, the defense that they play is higher than needs to be for that level of basketball.
Okay, no arguments. But when
That's
money
what
on
I'm
the,
saying.
but I'm talking about with Vegas and money on the line, that's a little different. That's what I'm saying.
I mean, that's cool, but like it's a little bit different if at the end of like Vegas, they gotta take some time to come get you.
Fine, stop. No, here's what I'm saying. Here's what I think.
Up right then and
stop.
there.
I think here's where maybe be missing the two oceans in the boat, two oceans in the ocean, whatever the hell it's called. No, what I'm saying is I get it if I'm on that level and we're all on that level, it's still above what we should be doing for this level. But I'm saying if I'm an NBA person going down to that level, that's cute. Okay. That's what I meant. Yeah.
Most NBA players don't come down to those leagues because they know.
No. But the whole discussion was about how your body feels in August. That this is more stress because you're.
Well, I got
that's how he strayed so far up. Yeah.
But
from that standpoint,
I'm trying to think. Yeah. When is the Rucker League? Are those before now?
But ain't nobody playing NBA right now in a normal year. That's what he's saying. Like right now in a normal. Okay.
There's no normal NBA. I get that, but like I'm trying to think of like the runs that would be available to play. Is like. Because the summertime runs, like they happen at different times. Like the Goodman League, DC is a different time than LA leagues and New York leagues. So I'm just I can't remember if like I know it's in the summer, but like our timelines are fucked up. So I can't remember if it's like late summer where they talk about going down to Goodman League, watching motherfuckers come in and play. I can't remember.
Because right now, that
would lead to his argument. That would lead credence to his argument that a lot of NBA players' clocks are set up right now because if you go play in the Goodman League, like you kind of got to be in shape. Like you can't be in these outdoor rec leagues looking like some shit because they'll let you know. Yeah. So like,
but they ain't the whole team. I mean, they ain't the whole league. Yeah. So you got more numbers of folks kind of like just body out of work, right?
Yeah. So I mean, I'm not sold on again Miami. I think. I would rate the Raptors higher than them. I think the Celtics need things to bounce their way for them to go. Like for one, they have to avoid the Bucks to the finals, to the conference finals, and then whoever the Bucks play the round before Boston needs to take them in a long series, and that doesn't look like that's going to happen with the 4-5 matchup, which is Pacers Heat. Like I don't think. Well, the Heat might, but I think that game yesterday, that changed some things in terms of the Buck mindset facing the Heat. Like being down 18-plus points to a team that already beat you twice in the regular season and then come back and beat them by 14 points. 14. That might be where they're like, oh, hey, we're not worried about playing them. So the Raptors like, they don't want to see the Heat. And then it was like, okay, we saw the Heat. They knocked us in the mouth and took it right back. So
okay.
We shall see. One thing that I did want to, one team I did want to talk about that I'm not disappointed in. I just think the bubble life might not be suited for them is the Grizzlies. Yeah, they got their first win of the bubble today.
But I thought they had injuries.
I mean, they was 0-2 before he got injured, so it wasn't like they were.
Might be young. Is it because I'm sorry, Coach? What do you think the reasons why they did beat?
I think they caught fire and they were like building up good habits and momentum, and then the bubble. Well, then the pandemic came, and now they're like starting back from the beginning of the season.
Yeah,
because they're a young team, they don't. It's not as easy to just pick up where they left off in terms of playing with each other and understand where everybody was going to be. That's one thing they do. They turn the ball over a lot, and that's a function of not knowing where everybody's going to be, not being on the same page as fluently as you need to be. Like, all right, well, I'm cutting to the basket. All right, boom, this bounce pass needs to be right here at this moment, because in the NBA it's milliseconds in terms of like.
Yeah, precision.
Things are open, they close in the millisecond. So you kind of got to be on that same page. And so I think that is what's getting the best of them. Because the team that's chasing them, that's coming up on the heels, Portland, is a team that they're getting people back. And those people haven't played, but they're also older.
Yep.
Like, so they already know that nucleus has been together. They know, okay, this is what we about to do. Everybody know their role. Everybody's cool with their role, and they ready to just let it fly.
Yep.
So, I mean, they won today.
Yeah.
See if they are able to keep it to keep it together, to keep that 8 spot on.
Yeah.
But I mean, this
So
would be a dogfight.
Sideline version of it. I think it's more. I think I'll put more weight. This is not a right wrong answer, but the fact that they're young, and what it is also with the comment that is it Jay? He goes by Jay.
Ja.
Okay, Ja. I was gonna say it was Jay or Ja. His comment about it being unfair. He wasn't like really harping, but the fact he said the fact that it's kind of unfair for us to have to do this because we are in the AFC and the East and having to that event. Just from a mindset, because he's young, I'm assuming it's the mindset of like even if he didn't put that much weight into it, but the fact that he said it, had that thought. I think the more that he obviously becomes more of a veteran player, he'll say like it's a good opportunity to get sharp for the playoffs.
Yeah,
it's like saying like it's different. So that mentality plus the youth, like they're going, like, they were, like, he was already going in, not saying defeated, but just like nah, bro.
Option like nah. We in the playoffs,
right? We already there.
We get sharp for it. That's
exactly
what it's for. Like they gotta chase us. We're not chasing the spot. We have the spot, and now we have to defend it and stay sharp defending it. So I can understand that. And I mean, again.
But his name, if they getting together right, especially what was the significance of the guy they lost? Like, what was his significance?
He was a big man who could shoot threes, and on defense, he was a defensive anchor because he could move around and go to the perimeter, but then also big enough to be in the post. So
he significantly diminishes their team. Like if they get to the 8th, it's like not even like a
because and part of the next 2 games they lost was because like they had to move somebody up to fill a spot, but then when they moved that person up, that person is now like starting. They wasn't starting, so that's a new role. Like starting the game versus coming off the bench is different. The bench was now adjusted because they lose one of their pieces. Of, okay, this person like Clark is the person, Brandon Clark, who they started. I think today was the first day they moved him back to the bench and just put somebody else in, and they moved a lot smoother because the second unit. Hey, look, we all know our roles. You've been doing these roles for 60-plus games. Clark, you don't got to get a play call for you. You pick and roll, go to the thing. Whereas in the first thing, like, okay, Jackson had plays called for him. He had responsibilities. Like, we get him the ball in the high post. He's looking at cutters. And it's like, that's some easy shit. That's not some easy shit to just do on the fly. Like, if Clark could do that, then Clark would be starting.
Right. Okay. That's what you're saying.
These are limitations that he has. So now, like, instead of next man being up, it's more like next man up in terms of, like, what you will be, like, you got to do more. But we will keep you in your role with the second team because we don't want to create more holes trying to
that makes it. Yep.
So I mean, it's a fascinating thing because every team doesn't work like that. Like this is where it's like knowing your personnel and knowing your role and knowing your guys is like important to know. Okay, this guy is not a guy who you elevate in that way and put him in a new situation. You just tell him that his current situation is now bigger. Now, guys, you guys are going to play a lot longer, and now you're going to need to give in more because this guy's out. Not necessarily now you're going to be starting with 4 other players you don't usually play with. That's not every guy ain't built for that. Some guys like put me in a new situation and I just make it work. And by making it work to do with the team, other people's like, nah, I got my role.
I got my role. I'm good. Yeah.
Good. I can expand in this role. Like, I can do this role longer, but like, just throw me out there with like Ja at the beginning of the game. That's not.
No, I'm not used to this. That's a lot of pressure.
It was different.
And I got a question though. Based on what you saw, the win, do you think they'll hold it off or not?
I think it depends on the teams that they're playing because I probably could look that up.
Look it up.
They have left. And depending on who they play, because people would be resting.
Was it with the CP player then?
Yeah.
Damn.
But
wait, who didn't play? This is a big ass gap, bro.
Adams.
Okay.
Steven Adams.
Okay.
So
I'm like, God damn. Best they ass. So they got the Raptors on Sunday.
Yeah, they got the Raptors on Sunday. And so I mean, the Raptors may start resting a couple people. Then they have Boston.
Rockets. No, who am I looking at? Let's scrimmage.
They have Boston on the 11th.
Yeah, it ain't getting prettier.
And then
The Bucks.
Milwaukee on the 13th. Like, what the fuck you want them to do with that, man? Like,
That's not fair.
What? Meanwhile,
Hey, let me say, see who the wait.
Phoenix tomorrow. Phoenix plays Miami, and then Monday Phoenix plays Oklahoma City, and then Phoenix plays Philly, and they finish up with Dallas. So Philly don't got Simmons. Dallas may be resting people.
Mm-hmm. I mean, none of them teams are the Raptors, Celtics, or the Bucks, though.
This is true. Yeah. So
it don't matter how you shake it, bro. You ain't. That's a hard three in a row. What the Blazers got? Blazers probably got the Wizards. Sorry, I'm no disrespect to
I mean, they might. Shit. Blazers got the Clippers tomorrow. Ooh.
And what time is that joint?
1:00.
All right, cool. Get out of the way. All right, damn. Is it on? It ain't on nothing. Oh, it's on TNT. TNT, bang. Yeah. All right, cool.
And then they got Sunday. They got Philly.
Dub.
Then
Dallas. And then the Nets. They about to make the playoffs, bro.
Well, then they probably will beat the Grizzlies twice.
Who would you think? Who do you think's gonna make it? Oh, then they got. Oh, okay. Yeah, I catch it.
Well, I don't even think the East is gonna have a playing game.
I mean,
the Wizards aren't gonna be close enough.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I'm listening.
So they go come home and shit. And that's gonna be.
But like you said, it was supposed to give them some time, right? It was supposed to give them some burn just to play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see what will happen if there's two teams tied for ninth.
Ooh. Well, they'll probably do the normal thing, like head to head, and that. Or do you think they'll? Wait, question: do you think they'll do that, or they'll make them like say, "Hey, might as well play"?
I mean, like, what you doing head to head from the season? What you doing head to head from the bubble?
All I'm saying is, okay. How about let's boil it down even that. If there are two teams tied for ninth, do you think they'll resolve it based on some formula, or they'll make them play for it?
That's the question. I don't think they'll make them play for it, but like, I haven't heard much talk about what will be the tiebreakers, which means either A, they're hoping that shit, like, they either thought about this 8 as a way that couldn't happen. Like,
it's a number where it's like someone's gonna be off.
Like, I think that, like, how did they get to 8 games? Like, we haven't really thought about, like, why 8 games? Why not 10?
Right.
Why not 12?
Yeah.
Why not 6?
Why not an odd number or something?
Like, right, and not an odd number. So, obviously, one of the conditions was, like, they had to reach a certain level of games for the TV schedule. Like, and the schedules and the number of games played in a season. So, that was part of it. But then, like, after that, once you reach that number, why an even number?
I thought it was. Go ahead, sorry.
No, go ahead.
I thought it was. Oh, I thought it was actually based off, and I don't know why I thought this, but I thought it was. And this is, I don't think it's what they really did. I'm saying I always thought it was based off the East. Cause I think they just threw the East in there with the 9th seed because that's 5.5 games behind.
Mm-hmm.
It was like whatever was the bare minimum that you actually can do it. It was like do that so we can justify the stuff in the West. You know what I'm saying? Like they could have just said the East is locked in, and the West, like, it's not fair completely.
Well, that's what. Remember, Dame Lillard came out.
Like,
and
I'm not doing this for no reason. Yeah.
In his defense, like, he made a valid point, and like he's looking like a motherfucking like prophet and shit. Cause it's like, yeah, I see why you raised some noise, cause y'all out here balling and shit, and I'd be pretty pissed if y'all came out here balling like this, and they was like, well, guys, thanks for coming to finish the season.
Exactly.
But, we will send you home.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just think because we haven't heard like the tie-breaking formulas, I really think they're like, look, we looked at the numbers and like, there's no way no one can finish in a dead heat tie. So like, we'll have that because.
You know what's funny? They probably, and we don't know, but it's probably mathematically possible to finish with 2 8th places, which is why they already built in the plan. Yeah,
that could be true.
That's probably what adjusting for. That's probably what they were adjusting for. Maybe not 2 9th teams, but the situation with 2 8th teams. Like, well, just build it in. Yeah.
And then yeah.
Because imagine if they flash Memphis and Portland on the same record, they would have some smoke. Yeah. then it'll be a question about how you gonna break out the tiebreaker. Like, what formula do you pick? And the questions, like you said, are you gonna do just 8 games, or are we gonna build it in? They're like, nah, just play it for it, and that's what's up.
Because what about some people who got to play the teams that aren't in the bubble, the scrub teams? They got to play them more than
right. Yeah. Yep.
It's like, well, that's why you got so many wins, man. You out here playing the bum ass teams who ain't been in the bubble.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. I don't know, man.
Yeah,
I don't keep the Suns out though. I don't want no smoke. I don't want no heroes, man. Because it's like the tournament. It's like March Madness.
No, it's not like the tournament.
It is like the tournament, bro. To get to the tournament. No.
Once.
What I'm saying, the tournament to get to the tournament. That's what I'm saying. This is the tournament to get to the tournament. I don't want that smoke. I don't need that headache first round.
Yeah. Cool. Get your 50-point game out, Devin Booker. Cool. Go right ahead. You got 50. Hey,
cool.
Look, he gave him a gentleman's sweep, but you know what? He got 50 in that one.
Hey, you got to start when it's playoff time, and you know what I'm saying, LeBron. You got to make sure we just, you know what I'm saying, we like the curling. I'm just to do with the sweep. I'm trying to make sure it's things smooth, so a man can land right there at the ring. You know what I'm saying? Got to get to the ring circle.
Very few playoff runs go smoothly. You just got to embrace it.
I know. That's why I don't want Devin Booker. That's why I don't want Devin. You know what I'm saying? That's because they don't go smoothly. I know this.
And try not to get Devin Booker. That's how you end up with motherfucking Portland. That's how you, and they have enough reps where you could legitimately see like, it could be a problem. Like not even some like you don't need to talk yourself into them. You're like, but CJ and Dame, and then they got to pick back. Yeah, okay, I can see 6 games easy.
Like, it's gonna be a battle.
Games easy.
It's gonna be a battle. It's gonna be a battle in the gym.
You know what? I'll take on all comers, hoping that like, hey, you know what, Phoenix, sneak it in there. Come on in, cool. Everybody, hold them off, cool. Because I mean, all of them pose like the Grizzlies are the weaker, but at the same time, like even if they get in, they're like a caged animal, a cornered animal. Like they ain't got shit to lose.
Especially they like you said, they start picking up now with their youth. They're like, yo,
they ain't got shit to lose. They ain't gonna care. And we
imagine their biggest. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Well, imagine if their mental biggest hurdle was the fact of the fear of getting in. Yeah. Once they cover that, it's like, shoot, how's money?
Right. But that's what I'm saying. They already shown that they don't really fear older players. Like they went after Iguodala, like, well, you don't want to be here. Well, fuck you then. Don't be here. And it's like, hey guys, like that was really cool what you did sticking up for your team, but like we understand why he said that. Like let's all be clear. Like coming into this season, you guys weren't expected to do that.
Wait, but where did he go though? He went to
Miami.
Oh, my bad. I was wrong.
Yeah, he went to a bubble team. He didn't go to a non-bubble team.
No, I thought he went to the other bubble team, but he didn't.
Yeah,
it was there in the bubble, but I'm like, no, okay. Yeah.
So he went east, but it was like that was pretty cool. Y'all are definitely, feisty, but I just think like they wouldn't care and like. But
I just hope the Grizz stay in. I do hope they stay in. I want to see the young cat.
Yeah, I do want to see Ja Morant in the playoffs. I think Zion isn't ready for big time yet. He's not ready for big time. He's not in shape for big time.
I've seen the stuff I've seen. I get it when I see the highlights. I put it that way. I get it when I see the highlights. But watching it, I'm kind of like, I'm like, he's not doing bad. It's not. I don't know. Like I said, from the sideline, when I see the highlights, like, oh yeah, okay, yeah. But watching during the game, I'm kind of like,
jump off the page.
I'm like, yo, Brandon out here doing work. Bi doing work. I see Bi doing work. And I'm not saying like dude will put a good putback or something like but like in terms of, like throughout the play of the game, it's Brandon. So not to say he can't do it, I just haven't seen it. So
well, I think that's a function of him not being in as good as basketball shape. Okay. Like, you know how I feel like as you get a couple years in the league, like when you go home, your home is still like a high level workout facility. It just has rooms attached, like a housing rooms attached to it. But like there's a spot in your home that's like, I'm gonna get this working.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like he may not have that yet. So like when he go home, it's just a big ass nice out there that he bought his mom and pops and shit, and like they still give him his food. Like he may go run hills or go run around the block, but it ain't like targeted. All right, it ain't the same. And I feel
that's what you're saying.
When he we've seen him and he left the bubble already. So I feel like that derailed him getting into shape. He's like a couple days behind the rest of his teammates.
Mm-hmm.
But just in general, I think him being in shape is going to be probably the most important thing for his career.
Yeah. Okay. And I think you said he needs a strong offseason to come back with that basketball mindset and focus and physique. I got you. I thought you meant I thought you meant from like a win standpoint from or stamina from just playing throughout the games. But you mean like when that body is chiseled for the basketball and for what you're gonna take and absorbing that power that you're gonna hit, stuff like that.
Right, and it's just part of it is like he's not able to and I just remember the first game, like the game against the Spurs, his first game ever. Like I saw him and there wasn't electricity, and I think then he was in a lot better basketball shape. So like do the things he could go through his legs, he could cross up people, he could get the jab step, you pull up three, because in basketball shape. And then I know I'm in basketball shape mentally, so I'm able to do all these things and I'm bringing energy. Now it's more so like, I'm dragging. I know I'm dragging. I'm tired. So like I'm either doing two things: trying to get to the bucket, trying to pass somebody to the bucket. I ain't really shooting no jumpers. I ain't getting straight to the bucket. And sometimes I'm literally just throwing it up so I could go get the rebound. Not throwing it up like trying to make sure, just throwing it up like backboard rebound, put it. And so I just think he just needs an off season of being able to be at the Pelicans complex, working out, working basketball stuff, staying in shape, eating the right food. Like, here's your nutritionist. You follow what they say. Mom and dad, can y'all help him with this? Because literally, like, if he gets heavy, that's what's gonna lead to his injuries. Like having too much load, jumping too explosive with too much load, like you still landing on hardwood floors.
Yeah.
And that's eventually
you gotta come down.
You gotta come down. So I think they go try to slim him down to between 270, 295 of like muscle.
Right.
And see where he goes from there.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we can go ahead and transition towards GOAT Talk for the week.
Right.
I think mine is just a reminder, someone, I think it was last weekend, I don't remember what it exactly was, but someone said the late Bill Russell. And I think it was on a show, one of them shows, one of the talk shows. And Bill Russell was watching, and Bill Russell replied like, no, I'm still here watching. And he mentioned something about the games that were on, and it was like, how dare you try to kill off Bill Russell, man? What is wrong with you guys? Like, what the hell? Like, this is Bill Russell we talk about, man. He's still here. And then it just gave a couple hours of Bill Russell appreciations, like when he gave the middle finger to Charles Barkley.
Yeah.
I forgot where it was, but it was at some award show, and he was just laughing and was like, bleep, giving you the finger. So, always good to see him out and about at the shows, or just like being a part of like social media in a way that's like, oh, okay, he understands this. Like, it wasn't no like ridiculous tweet. It was like nope, I'm still alive, and here's a little shit talking that I would say in person, just so y'all know it's really me.
Yeah, I know the real.
Yeah. So I thought that was interesting.
We go with that one. Okay. You know what I'm saying? I'm just watching my goat, making sure he's chilling. You know what I'm saying? Making sure he's cool, he rested. You dig? So that's all right. I know Michael did something cool. He donated with Jordan. Was it? What did they announce with Jordan? I thought.
Yeah, he made a donation that's gonna be part of a larger, I think, $10 million donation. I think he gave 2.5.
Yeah. So salute to MJ. We were still on GOAT watch though. You know what I'm saying? They clinched.
I mean, we don't want to develop into that, but I was definitely like, I was talking to my brother today, and it was like, here's how I know that like this whole GOAT argument is just like people reliving their childhood, because when we talk about GOATs and we talk about people trying to be GOATs, there was a person who did exactly everything that they said the GOAT did. And was he loved for it? Not very much while he was alive. He was villainized for it. Kobe. Kobe was called the exact clone of MJ.
Right.
We've seen people in our chat give Kobe shit for that. That's why I don't like him. He was an MJ clone. But then we celebrate everything. Like literally, be shitty with teammates, right?
Yeah.
Be singular. Be an assassin. Be cold-hearted. And then we see somebody who literally the opposite of that, and you don't want that either.
So he's not that. No, it's because he's not that.
He's not that. And you don't want that. You get that. You get somebody trying to be that. You don't want that either.
You done pro. That's what I want to talk about. I ain't want to say not about you, but so. Okay. They say he should drive to the hole all the time. He should do all this all the time. But they recognize when he needs to do it, he does it. Now, does it work? But when he needs to do it, he does it. So my question is, if he does it when he needs to, if he doesn't do it other times, does he need to? Like, does he think he would know? If I don't have to do it right now, I don't do it right now.
Do it right now.
They're like, why don't you do it all the time? Because he knows he has to do it right now. But when he needs to do it, he does it. So it's like he can't win.
You can't, but like I think about it like if you were playing like a Street Fighter game against somebody, and somebody just kept using their power move, you would hate that shit.
Right.
Like, what the fuck are you doing, man? Why do you keep using that? And they're like, because it works. Obviously it works, but what the fuck, man? I don't want to play against you anymore. You don't understand when somebody's like
jet sweeps Madden.
Or to go back in our history, Michael Vick on Madden. Yo, man, don't do it. That's not what we gonna be playing. Like there's special Mike Vick times, and most of the times you ain't gonna be playing me with. You can go shit on somebody else, but nah. Like I actually watched this motherfucker. I already know what this shit means. No.
I'm out. But yeah, it's just like you can't win. I thought about like when they were talking about it in the chat this week. I was like, well, wait. But when he goes to the hole, y'all say that's when he should go do it. Well, that's obviously when he want to do it because he needs to. He knows he's down 2 points. But first quarter, why he pulling up? It's first quarter. He want to get this.
You'll appreciate this next part. So, of course, me and Zeke talk about this, and then Zeke goes, I thought we wanted our heroes to have adversity. Like, I thought we liked that adversity. And I was like, I thought we did too, but like.
Fair, I had it. Oh my God! I was like, yo, they want like I really sat. I was like, they wanted to have like smooth sailing. Like
we loved the
they would get mad if he went 82-0.
Like I thought,
like he cannot win.
I thought that's what we wanted. I thought we wanted to see people triumph after being down and pull those. Like, isn't that what we? That's
what we clap for. Like
the article, but like that's what they tell people to do in superhero movies. Something happens, there's adversity, or triumph.
Yep. Yeah, it's like it's just amazing. So that's GOAT talk, man. It's like
and
it's like sorry, we always have as long time. Like the pundits, like everybody, all the they gotta be doing this for numbers because it makes no sense. They be like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Like every time, like it's been 9 years. He went 8 straight, right in the East. Went 8 straight. He took a year off. So every year, bro. Every year, we got to act shaky at the beginning of the playoffs. Like, I don't know. Like, and I'm the crazy one, though. Because I'm like, yeah, he's going to get to the finals. And like, what do you mean? Like, he's done it 8 times. I don't know what other math you got to go through.
LeBron is the only person, like, he's the person we forget his history. But everybody else, they get to post on their history.
Come on, man.
Like, you get to gloss over it. Like, nah, man, the Clippers will do it. Yo, you realize, like, has Lou Will won a playoff series?
Come on, man. Like, it's just like he gets no benefit of doubt. Like, what?
The Rockets are the dark horse to win the West.
Alphonse. Year 2. You a Lakers fan. You know where you like, and I'm like, y'all know where y'all work. Like, here's my thing. Like the folks that I be talking to the side, that's Lakers fans who give me shit because I'll do my whole bandwagon thing, and they don't come into that bullshit. Not there's other folks, and like all that still. Like, I'm like, wait, time out. All that questioning y'all was doing, like, this ain't his city yet. He ain't earned it yet. That was only 2 years ago. And he's taking you to the first seed, like the first seed, bro. Like what?
First of all,
but no one's saying nothing.
That whole "this ain't your city," it'll be cold. That was some hating shit to begin.
His name is. Never mind.
Some hating shit to begin with. Like,
LA
is all like, about stars and fucking those stars become champions. Like, stop with the hating, man. Please, cut it out.
Come on, man.
Stop with it. I was like,
they had all. He took you to the.
It's always gonna be.
And I don't know.
What?
Because I was in Cleveland and Miami for the past 4 years. I don't know how it was.
I was on the Lakers side. That shit was bad.
First seed, bro. First seed. Y'all could chill. Y'all played. You only had to win 2 games in the bubble for that.
Yeah, 2.
Or 1, 2. 2. And it's like, all right, see y'all in the playoffs. But that's not. That's like, oh man, they're gonna have it together. Like, have it together. It has a number. Like, there's no shot on anyone in the West to top their record.
But again, as I started this, like, if they were to not rest people and people got hurt because they were tired, then we'd never hear why didn't they rest people. I don't like people hear themselves when they say, like, sometimes I sit back and be like, damn, I was wrong. You know what I was?
Yeah, like I was tripping with AD. I was tripping.
Yeah, you was tripping on that one.
But however, the game they had when LeBron didn't play, just saying. The
stats, he wasn't.
No. I'm not saying he was bad. What I'm saying is the rest of the team. If you had no LeBron, you struggle.
But
and if you had no, and the same thing,
watch the game?
And if you had no AD, what?
Did you watch the game?
Of course not. LeBron was playing.
So
he wasn't playing.
They were only down 5 in the 4th.
Oh no. First off, I'm not taking anything away from it. I'm saying it's not a guarantee to win because you have AD. Is what I'm saying.
AD didn't come back in.
He didn't come back in? Oh.
No, he didn't come back in before.
I'm not watching the rest of it. Nobody cares anymore. Let them niggas seem just tapped out. It's cool. Let them shoot.
My point is, like, they got it to 5.
With me. I got you. No,
second team got it to 5, and in a normal situation, that's where AD and Bron come back in when it's 5. And that's why I'm like, I can't understand how people are like, Rockets or the dark horse. Hell, man, it will give you back a 20-point lead if you just keep playing ball. Like, maybe you know about this, but like, there's some teams like when you plan them and like pick up, you like, all right, they a little hot, but like as long as we keep that they'll let us back in the game.
Yeah, they gonna mess up.
They smart. They just keep shooting 3.
It's like playing Madden. You know, he's gonna throw a pick.
He's gonna throw a pick because they just you don't understand. It's 3rd and 1. Just run the ball and get the first down. Nah, it's throw deep bomb. All right, I'll take that. So that's how it is. Rockets, like, yo, just keep pace, just keep scoring. They'll turn the ball over. They'll brick some 3s, and before you know it, it'll be a 5-point game. And sure enough, that's what happened. And it's like, in the playoffs, I'm supposed to believe that they're not going to get tight after giving up a 15-point lead. You already seen this. I just 0 for 27 because no one had the forethought to say, hey, we're 0 for 15 from 3s. Guys, let's just go to the basket for a little while. Let's just go to the basket.
Like, nah,
layups, foul shots to go through. Let's just,
change
the ball go through the net for us before we keep standing out here shooting 3s.
Nah, you gotta shoot 3s, man. You live by 3, die by 3.
And they died terribly that day.
Oh,
that
man.
shit was on some, damn, I can't think of a war that he got. I want to think of a Game of Thrones war where somebody got annihilated.
Shit, when
that was when the Red Keep got burned down. That's how they.
Damn.
0 for 27 on 3s in Game 7 at home.
Yeah. That's everybody getting slip close. Like, wait, I ain't see this coming at all. You didn't see this coming at all. Like, at all. We just didn't see this coming. Like, you live in that. Okay, y'all thought you would have a happy ass time. All right, cool.
Right, against the Warriors, who, like, I think that's the perfect analogy. That whole thing, like, all right, Warriors, you fuck with them, the whole girl's head off. Like, all right, and then oh, game 7, you want to miss 27 threes?
Oh yeah,
We'll show you what happens.
Yeah,
Flames.
Yeah, everything gets roasted. Everything gets set ablaze. So yeah, man.
Oh, this is a super tangent, and I'll probably put this in a different spot on the podcast. The killing of the Ice King actually fit how all major villains have been dying recently.
I need some comparisons.
Like they die on some rando
boo-boo shit.
Some rando shit. Thanos, they literally had to go back in time.
I haven't seen that one yet, but I heard you gotta go back in time and you got to go back in time and zap him out. They had to edit him out. They edited him out.
They had to go back in time just to get the upper hand, and then even still, like he still had the stones. And if it wasn't for Tony Stark recognizing the last time he fought him, like what he did, that's the only reason Tony Stark got the stones. Because he had Tony Stark up, bow, and when he held him up, Tony Stark figured out a way to take him and put him. And that was the only thing. But other than that, whoop their ass again.
Say, get a new dimension. All right.
Batman versus Superman, right? The reason they killed Doomsday or Lex Luthor or whoever the villain in that one, fucking Superman had to take Krypton and poke it through his heart. Now you might have thought, hey, what? There was an abundance of Krypton just kind of hanging around and shit. Why don't only have one Krypton that he has to do it? Oh, because Batman spent the first hour of the movie digging up all the Krypton around and building weapons to defeat Superman. The Justice League movie, the villain in the Justice League movie, he died because the monsters he was using to send out to kill people turned on him because he was fearful of the Justice League. And that's how they got him. So the Ice King holding up Arya and her slipping a knife down and stabbing him is so on brand for major villains over the last couple of years or so.
Nah, man. Because dude will, nah, man. That's not fair. Because, we went through too many seasons. Home dude will pull up to battle and his shit would just change. Like the whole battle would change.
Yeah.
Niggas would stand up and start doing the Thriller.
Yeah, I get all that.
The man with all that power gets literally dunked on by a summer league joint.
No, it wasn't even that. It wasn't. See, now you find all right. It wasn't dunked on from a summer league because everything played out. Even in that moment, they showed you he's the villain. They thought they had it. They had all those things. He's like, yeah, she's jumping, yoink, yoked, and you're like, fuck, and then drop, shrink. You're like,
nah, I can't go with it because it shouldn't have been touched.
So here's the thing. This is the only way it was going to end because otherwise the show ends with the ice thing taking over the world.
But the problem is
that would have been terrible.
No, the reason why it ended that way because they didn't have enough time. They was rushing it. That's the real.
I was going to be my next point. Like it was also with a 6.
Imagine, but real loud. Have you read the books? Like he read one of the books.
I read the book.
Fam, I've read like maybe 2 or whatever. I'm not spending all that time, P. It's a lot of time. Like they got books where I stopped. I
understand.
We had a book, and the whole book had nothing to do with the main characters.
Well, no, I understand.
It was like cousins. Yeah. And that's when I had to stop. Like, I'm not reading about the cousins. I don't care. I'm like, where's Arya? Where's Sansa? They talk about cousins and older. No. I'm not reading all that stuff. And I get to the last page, and like, yo, the whole time she had it hidden in her back, and I'm like, I'm not reading all that. I'm pissed. That's what it is. Like it's the build up, bro. It was too much for an Air Jordan dunk behind the back.
That's how it was going to end. Otherwise, that show ends with the Ice King killing everybody.
I need them like to squad up. Like they got to fight like some random ass fighting circle type shit. But the hand-to-hand combat.
He already fought the best swordsman they had. He fought Jon Snow. Jon Snow. You like they gonna fight again? Like
wasn't no distractions. It was just like she just jumped.
The tree was the distraction. She jumped out the tree.
I mean like with other people, like Sansa comes and goes, oh, and it's like she was like, I'm just gonna get him, and like you got to know what you gotta do. It's like I do. I'm sorry.
It's like, look, don't get me wrong. There were other deaths that was like we could argue about that they fucked up. This one I understood because They spent the whole episode losing. Like
They
literally.
was like, wrap this shit up, bro.
Like
Just
Lady Moron dead.
Yeah.
Fucking Theon dead. The dude who had grayscale who came back dead. Now with the Frozen Army, they just get 3 more soldiers, 3 more lieutenants to come after the living with. What? The Night King? Honestly, it was a little arrogant on his part to even come out the motherfucker. He didn't have to come out. Like we killing new lieutenants for you, man. We killing they top dogs. Now they about to be our top dogs. Don't even come out, dog. Don't even come out. Just stay in the crib until we get the chair for you. Just come sit on the chair. That was a bad play on his part, man. Like, what you exposing your queen for? See, arrogance, man. That was arrogance on his part.
It was, but I spent too much time. Spent way too much time for the behind the back dunk.
I mean, shit. I'm far more upset at my fucking the fucking twins holding each other like as the rocks fall around them. Nah, fuck that, man.
I'm mad that they let homegirl walk by. She was like, "Oh, okay, I'm out." You talking about the twins fighting in the mountaintop? You talking about the mountains? What you talking about?
Nah, I'm talking about Cersei and fucking No Hand.
Oh, that shit. I was talking about the fight with the mountain and his brother.
Nah,
them.
I was like, this is like a season too late, but all right, fuck it, let's have it out.
Yeah,
I'm like this shit's having a season too late. Y'all niggas have been get the fuck out. But all right, here we go. Now I'm talking about those two, the incestual twins. I should have said.
Like, I mean, the whole last season was just like, get the money, so I can stop dealing with this. I want to do. They wanted to build some other. They want to do a Star Trek or something. They didn't even do that project, but they were just trying to get that out. They were getting that done.
Yeah,
it was like he taking too long to write this stuff. We're gonna make it up for him.
He still ain't wrote that book that was supposed to be out July 30th.
Nah, man.
2020.
Nah, it's never coming out. It's not like why would he like? What's the? If you had all that money, would you care to write about a story that they already wrapped up in the physical form? I'm not rushing to write these books. As a human,
you know, if you write the books again, more money will come.
I mean, at a certain point, P, is it worth my time? Is it worth my time? Like I could be doing something like I don't think he has
I don't know
urge.
this well enough to figure out.
Yeah,
like,
I don't know, but I just something from a human. Like I've already got all the accolades on the love for this book of literature. It doesn't really have to. It's kind of ended with the TV show. They have an idea. Sure.
Sure.
I mean, I'm not saying he won't release it, but I don't think it'll be rushing. He ain't gonna do it on our time. And you know.
This is true.
Yeah, man.
We could spin off on this because, like, we could then talk about the Harry Potter and.
We're not gonna do that. Mm-mm.
Yeah, I know.
Mm-mm.
Just saying.
Yeah. My mom ruined that for me.
Huh?
My mom ruined that for me.
Oh, she told you that the authors.
No. I was reading the books, and she said, like, why are you reading Harry Potter or something? I think that's what it was. Or she said something to me. Huh?
What's against Harry Potter? She just
it was just like, I think she was just kind of like, you read Harry Potter? And I was like reading all the books. And I was like, yeah. And then I stopped. And then I come back from college. She read all my goddamn books.
Yeah,
and she watched. Yeah, I forgot. She knows.
I mean, it's some
she said something. I'm like, what? And I come back home. She read the books. Like, hey, these books are good. I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah.
Nah, that just was good. Like I read that as Hunger Games. I did those too, but I did that because there was a student in my class in Asheville who was an extra in the first movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Let me see what this shit is about.
Yeah, I ain't do Hunger Games. Yeah. So, I haven't seen the movies.
I haven't seen the movie. Like, it's weird. If I read the books, I'm less likely to watch the movies because movies leave a lot of shit out, and I get frustrated.
Okay.
Most times they leave out shit that would make shit better. And I understand because it would make movies like 3 hours long, but I'm just like, once I read the book, I'm like, Harry Potter's an exception, but even then, like, I haven't seen all the Harry Potter movies because there's some where it's like, y'all just leaving too much shit out. Like, I can't even enjoy the movie because I'm like, how did they get hit? Oh, just skip those 2 chapters. Okay, all right, got you now.
Right.
But like Hunger Games, I didn't really watch because like I read the books and I just got a vivid picture from the books. Like when they were like, oh man, they should have cast like, remember the thing they was mad about the black girl being cast? I'm like, you guys evidently didn't read the books, because in the books it's clear that she's a black girl. Like it's very clear in the books that like Rue is a black girl. There's no doubt about it. So like making a movie about the book, yeah, she should be black because that's what she wasn't black in the book. So I tend not to watch movies of books that I've read already, which is probably why I'm not going to go back and read Game of Thrones. Because if I get into that and I'm like, man, y'all cut all this shit out, or y'all changed this story this much, and be like, okay, yeah, I see why these people are mad. I see why I am mad.
Pissed.
Yeah.
Pissed. Because it's like, you mean to tell me these future books gonna look like this? Like, these future books gonna have that shit in it? Gonna have that shit in it. Like, gonna have all that silly shit y'all just did. Like, I'm gonna read them, like, and then they embrace, like what you said, they embrace and let the tower fall. After all that dirt, notebooks is paralyzed.
Like, all that dirt.
All that dirt.
It, like, from the beginning to the end. Like, she cut Homegirl's head off. As while she was looking like, yeah, come get some. You see what it is? Nah, no, we burning you down. I don't care if you're dead.
No one gets that blood. No one.
But we gotta get my man. So I follow Kelly Carter. She's a writer for The Undefeated, and she was just
Kelly L. Carter.
Kelly Carter.
Is it Kelly L. Carter though?
Yeah. So she just went back and watched it, and like over the course of a week, and she gave people like different nicknames instead of like their real names and shit. So like, can you guess what she called TMZ?
Oh, the eunuch? Yeah.
It would just be funny reading her thing like, oh shit, they just burnt that. They just burnt TMZ. So you go.
Yeah, he definitely was TMZ. I heard. Yeah, right. Man. But then like, and then I'll be mad how to read how they did my homegirl, Melisandre.
Yeah, that's when they cut the head off. The sister, yeah.
Yeah. Nah, I'm not reading that. I'm not reading that, bro.
Yeah.
Without throwing the book somewhere. I'm not reading that shit.
Yeah.
And everybody just watched?
Because I'm pretty sure they go a little bit. We know about Game of Thrones, the books, they didn't just cut her head off in that joint.
If the roles reversed, no one's going to just watch. I'm not going to watch you cut off Khaleesi's head off. Like, yeah, damn. I know we could do, huh? Like, no. What? You would burn me if I did that. If I'm her, right?
Yeah.
You have the scenes messed up. Like they watched it happen, right?
It was like one
could
of those.
Could they or could they not have busted a move? Could they would have died, but could they have busted a move?
Well, see, that was the whole crux of the argument. Cersei was ready to bust. I mean, not Cersei. Khaleesi was ready to bust a move.
Right.
And fucking Tyrion and everybody was like, nah, let's, have this thing where we're across from each other. And
that's what I'm saying. Roles reversed. If Khaleesi got her head with the blade and Melisandre there watching like, yeah, we jump out there, we might lose. It's not happening. Right? We all got to fight. That's my thing.
Oh, I mean, yeah. If the queen is out there, yeah.
Then we all bust a move. Jason all been bust a move. I'm not reading that. I'm not going to read what that girl went through. Spoke all the languages.
Yeah.
Like, that's valuable, bro.
Well, no, yeah. But that's why the only reason Cersei didn't just go get her and kill her was because they fucking was like, nah, let's hear her out. Like, she'll give her back. And then, like, she cut her head off. Don't give me, it was, look.
That's what I'm saying. You can't, I don't say you can write that. I don't say you can write that where you trust this character that much. Because I read all this other stuff.
Bro, we went to this, there was a gang of us. We was in the same theater. And we all watched Spider-Man 3 and proceeded to write their lines.
That's a movie, though.
Recite their lines.
I dig it. That's a movie. I'm talking about all these books.
How can you write that if, like...
It doesn't make any sense. It makes no sense. Her blood brother don't trust her.
I understand.
And he flipped from, like I'm saying, you don't have the little dude.
But no, her blood brother was the one who was like, hold off.
He ain't writing that. That's what I'm saying. He ain't writing that. He's not writing that. He's not. That's that part is the theater of the TV. He's not writing, and then he was like, "Nah, we can trust it right now."
Because it's stupid. Like, But this is how in one way it was like.
Real quick. You think season 1 and 2 energy gonna be that trustworthy? Like as how it was written, how it was like drawn out. It had very meticulous chess moves, and it was like very strategic. The time it took and how it was, Put
it like this: if Khaleesi was in season 1, the entire shit would have changed, because if she was on the Stark side when Ned got his head off and she had that firepower she would have done, she would have hit back immediately.
Well, that's not what I'm saying. I'm not talking about the different characters. No, what I'm saying is the methodical ways the actors did their moves. And after all of the trials and tribulations of that didn't work, this didn't work, that I can't think of the Tyrion was going through. Mm-hmm. You think he would really put his eggs in a basket with Cersei, with someone of that significance as Melisandre? Like any type of like pawn, yeah, dig it. But she is integral in this picture.
No, not risking it. No, she got caught. There was a spy. There was a spy who got her caught.
Right? But I'm saying she was too valuable to trust that she was going to let her not kill her. Like, you knew she was going to kill her. There's no, like, hold off.
Well, no, because the idea that they had was, like, we have these dragons, and, like, Cersei don't got no dragons. And so, like, no.
Shit crazy.
Look, don't get me wrong. When watching it, I was like, this is stupid. Like, this is
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
But I also didn't think that Cersei would be dumb enough to kill her.
She don't care about nobody. That's what I'm saying.
Like, she cares about herself. And like,
you don't think she get out? No, she wasn't gonna get out. She knew she was gonna get out. She killed her at the sacrifice of everybody else. Like, Cersei's not killing her thinking she's gonna die in that moment. Cersei didn't kill Missandei thinking, oh no, you're gonna jump out and kill me right now. No. She thought she was gonna live and win this whole battle.
Yeah, but that was stupid.
On whose part?
No. Right. So, like,
Cersei knew whatever action. Here's one thing. Cersei only does activity knowing she's going to win in the outcome. So if she does this, she knew doing this, I'm still not going to die. That wasn't because she didn't want to die in the end. She doesn't want to die.
But that's what I'm saying. That doesn't. Killing her was actually ensuring that you weren't going to win.
No. That's what I'm saying. No.
She didn't have the army.
What I'm trying to tell you is Cersei thinks she's still going to win if it's at the sacrifice of everyone around her. Like, the dragons would have killed everyone around her, but she'll think I will have an out somehow. I still have time. That's what I'm saying. But Alphonse, what I'm saying is that's how delusional she was. And I'm not reading all these episodes where she just does crazy shit, knowing, like, she does stupid shit. And it's like, how do you think you can survive it? And she does. So that was just another example of, I get to cut off your talker. I'm not doing this. I am not doing this. We pushed the kid off a tree because we were having sex. And that was how I jumped off in the bad shit. I faked having all these kids with this dude and then somebody else's children. There is no losing. I don't lose.
Yeah.
My children might die.
That to keep that lie.
That's their mindset. I
went around and had all these other babies killed.
Come on, man. You think she ain't killing her? This black woman?
Yeah.
Come on.
I don't understand. For me, the bigger question was, like, after that happens, how did, like, anyone else on her side not think she was gonna fucking blow all that shit up? Like, how did they was thinking, like, nah, we got her, she's under control? Like, are y'all I was just watching this, like, I was looking at my watch, watching the episode, like, all right, we're about halfway through. 40 minutes, it's almost time for her to start blowing shit up, because that's gotta happen, right? Like,
but fine. But here's the thing. Only one shows some type of compassion at certain times. And that was the Fire Queen. He was like, all right, she don't go crazy, because, but like, no, she's riding the dragon. Like you said, illogical to think so. Right? It's just as illogical to think that Cersei wouldn't cut people's necks. They were both crazy. That's what I'm saying.
Well, but that's the thing. Like, I don't consider her crazy. Like, I don't think she was Khaleesi. I don't think she was crazy.
She was. She was. She didn't have to do that. It was unnecessary. For what she was trying to achieve. She's trying to achieve global unity and you don't sacrifice about burning a town.
No. She wasn't trying to achieve global unity. That's what everyone else was. She was
not unity, but like domination of the globe.
Trying to get to the throne, and you cut off my main homie. Oh, you got to die.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That the whole village.
And And when I go to come get you, like from your crib, you start ringing this bell, the same bell that my family was killed and fucking had to send me away on.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, she could have just drove straight to there and killed her. She had to like kill the whole. I dig it. No, well, I dig it. No, there's no argument. I dig what she did.
like
I'm saying they both crazy.
everybody like on Twitter, people's like, "Oh my god, see, she's just like her dad, the Mad King." I was like, "Have you been paying attention?" Like,
First, yes, that's DNA. So of course.
Well, that part, but she's not like he was just indiscriminately killing people. Like she was like, "No, I'm killing all these people here because y'all leader just killed my homegirl. And y'all watched him and cheered the shit."
That's kind of insane. Different level, but it's still the same. Like the babies had to die. Like she was killing babies. Like niggas was dying. They was getting fried in the middle of the street. It was like if you moving, you losing. Like niggas had to hide. Like she don't see me.
So let me ask you this: like, what would you have done if you'd been in the streets and you saw Cersei cut that girl head off? Because I know what I would have been done.
Oh, I'm on the
pack that shit up, homies.
I'm on another team. Like, that's going too far. That's not how I negotiate, player.
We out. Like, yo, y'all need some help.
I'm Team Dragons.
Y'all need some help.
Team Dragons.
On, homie.
I'm like, yeah, I'll ride with you for a second. Oh, you killing her too? Yeah, I'm Team Dragons. So I'm gonna keep my sword. But I'm gonna go over that side. Yeah, I'm out. Come on, y'all, because you crazy. I'm like, I'm all right. I'm just doing this because you pay me. There's like, you gonna taunt them? They have dragons, player. So yeah,
dragons.
I'm not showing the support. I'm not showing off the standoff with the girl with the dragons. I'm not doing that. Like I'm like, nah, I'm cool.
Y'all tell me how that shit go, and then
y'all defeat the dragons. Cool.
With the next
yeah, for sure. I'm not doing that. Nah. Like there's a girl with dragons coming. Oh, we on her side, right? She's the new leader. Cause she got atomic weapons. Like
in the knee.
Pull up. Yeah, like all right,
don't kill me.
I'd have been Team Khaleesi off top. Oh, they pulling up? Word! I can't wait to get here.
Especially from a family that had no, like if our family had no rights to the throne anyway. What the fuck am I fighting you for?
Yeah, I'm just out here trying to survive, baby. Shit, you got money, but she got life. So
right,
we'll go with Team Life. Yeah, straight up.
But all right, we could go ahead and wrap it up here. I think
all right, bro.
Like usual 2 hours. You know.
Man. Thanks for the time, bro.
No doubt. Always a pleasure, man.
So I only gotta watch some more LeBron games, right? We just got chill to the playoffs, cause
I mean, it's probably good to just see some things, see how they progress.
Tomorrow at 1 though. What was that game? Tomorrow at
1. Clippers in Portland.
Yeah, I watched that.
Lakers and Pacers play tomorrow at 6.
Who you think they're gonna have a full roster for Clippers? Is it Clippers and who?
Clippers and Portland. Hell yeah.
Well, I know Portland will. You think the Clippers will?
Yes, because they have to get like.
Yeah, that's right. They gotta get gel.
They gotta gel. People ain't played together, so like you can't be games out and shit. So.
All right, 1 o'clock.
1 o'clock.
All right.
Yeah,
I'll be there.
Just enough time for me to finish my household chores.
Yep, I feel you, bro.
Get ready for that. So, all right, man. We thank you for joining, and until next time, peace.
Yes, indeed. Peace.